Hey y'all. So, um, I'm here to talk about Love and Marriage Huntsville. This is another review. Love and Marriage Huntsville, season 5, episode 5. Holt 'em back. This was a mess. This was a mess, and the camera was running too long, and all these grown people need to be ashamed. Let's start there, okay? So the episode starts with Stormy versus Destiny. Stormy shows up in this gaudy Mercedes truck. First of all, I just knew that was Mel. I just knew that was Mel. And so when she got out, I was like, who the hell is that? I honestly forgot all about Stormy. Okay, and we know this season break wasn't even a real season break, but whatever. Destiny was pissed. She didn't want her to come in. She sent the manager out there. And Melanika is there, like telling her, don't be like that. You know, you want to be the bigger person, the way you do business. And I think, honestly, I was watching that like Destiny has every right to feel that way. Her point, in terms of somebody, one, showing up uninvited, two, y'all had basically this huge argument over nothing. It was so clear to me that Stormy just wanted to have camera time. And Destiny, like we've seen Destiny be cold and be, she doesn't really give you much, but I never felt like she did that with Stormy. I felt like she was really polite, just baseline. She did not do anything to deserve that kind of attention from Stormy. Stormy used that as an opportunity. So, but the thing that struck me when she was like, I'm just here to support black businesses. I'm just here to support black businesses. I'm going to keep the Gucci bag if y'all want me, but she can have these flowers. Just take her flowers, all this other stuff outside her establishment. But when Destiny said, if she wanted to support black businesses, then why am I the only store that she hasn't put her products in so that they can each support each other? And somebody would probably ask, oh, well, what did Stormy get out of that by bringing her a gift in a Gucci bag? Camera time. More people Googling her name to figure out what her business is. Destiny's absolutely right. That ain't about showing up to an event uninvited. That's about real support. That's where it counts with the dollars and the cents. And we know Destiny can be cold anyway, but she was right. And I understood why she was pissed off. That's her event. She had every right to not want people there and to uninvite people there. Now, the other part of that is, so, Destiny. If you don't want people showing up to certain things, I'ma need you not to put flyers up on social media for an opening for a business where you just don't want just anybody coming. So if you wanted to be a closed event or a soft opening, production, stop playing with me. Destiny, stop playing with me. Next time, don't put that stuff up. That was stupid. All right. Now, Kimmy, and I typically like Kimmy, but these past few episodes, I'm questioning what I originally thought about Kimmy in the previous seasons. She should have left it alone. She should have looked at the products, walked around the store, looked at all the hair, and sipped on some lemonade and called it a day and moved on. Destiny owed Stormy absolutely nothing. She owed her absolutely nothing. Continuously asking her to be the bigger person at an event when somebody shows up uninvited is an unfair expectation. Okay? Yes, I think she was dumb for putting on social media, but they were dumb to come. Production, quit playing with me because I know y'all had everything to do with that. All right. Then we actually get Mel who shows up, and she shows up in another Mercedes truck just like Stormy's, except for it's white. It's original color that happened at the doggone factory, which it should have been. Or pick a color. Do not go and paint that gaudy stuff. It just looked cheap. It just looked cheap. All right. Now, I'm going to tell you, when Mel shows up to the opening, sometimes it's the little stuff that gets me. Like, who is responsible for those horror movie sound effects? They kept pulling out knives every time Mel showed up or turned her head to Destiny and all this other stuff. Mel, you were dead ass wrong for this. And not only were you wrong, considering your history, when you put Tisha out of some raggedy banquet hall in Huntsville for some event, wasn't nobody stressing about either. you carry her out with security and all, whatever, some rinky dink cop. But my thing is, if that's how you felt at your event, you then show up to Destiny's event uninvited. Granted, social media, Destiny, you was wrong, but Mel, you already knew what the deal was. You didn't call, you didn't do anything. So you know you was wrong. Now, if you wanted to come and get at Wanda, even though I don't even see the point of you doing it the way you did it, but if you wanted to get at Wanda, Wanda has a food truck. Food trucks go outside, okay? Post up. Post up and wait. Post up and wait to jump on Wanda. That's what the hell you do. You don't walk in somebody's establishment and then give. I honestly didn't see her say hello to Destiny either. When they rolled the camera back, it was like a hi, Destiny. That was very dry. You were uninvited. That is not a hello for me. So that doesn't count. And then for you and Stormy to be sitting at Destiny's event talking about her. Talking about, oh, you have to operate in other people's energy. You don't. That's why you don't show up where their energy is dominant, because it's their business. I don't even like Destiny like that, but that's not the point. That's actually not the point. I completely understand her, and I'm on her side with this one. Stormy is ghetto. I don't give a damn how much money she has. I don't care about all the products she creates. It's a good thing she is in some place like Huntsville, Alabama, because these people would not go far anywhere else. They do not have the credibility. They don't have the ability. The way they lack articulation, the way they act. It's just country, and it's country hood, and I just can't take it. Anyway, so we get Mel, Van, and Martell, because everything is happening at Destiny's event except for Destiny. Like, anyway. So Van, she shows up and, she just kind of chatting with, Martell, polite, and she didn't know anything about this Florida vacation. Mel invited him over. She played it off good. She was like, look, hey, I support Melody and the decision she makes, which is fine. But she did seem a little put off by the fact that Melody had told her that. Now Destiny was me when Mel walked in there, and she was like, Mel didn't speak to me, and Mel was like, well, roll back the tapes, Destiny, roll back the tape. You know how she does. My thing is saying hi, Destiny, because honestly, I didn't catch it the first time either, like I said before. But my thing is, you don't walk into my event and not speak to me. As in, you walk in, you say, hi, Destiny, no. And then treated her like she wasn't really there. Like that was just like, hey, Tisha, at somebody else's event. That wasn't the same thing. That's Destiny's event. You were uninvited. You don't get to just say hi and act like she's not there at her own event and you were uninvited and didn't talk shit about her. Y'all are tripping. I don't know what y'all were on, but everybody on this cast was tripping. Okay, just hard. So then we get Mel versus Wanda, which we've been waiting for the past 4 episodes anyway. So Bernard, first of all, Bernard don't even, like, this is another, and as somebody from Georgia, I'm from Atlanta, but I've had these experiences, with various parts of my family, and just those kind of country ignorant motherfuckers. And Bernard is one of them. So Bernard apparently threatened Mel on Wanda's live. That's not hard for me to believe. I don't go around following Wanda or any of these people on social media, but whatever. Except I follow Mel. And Mel made it very clear, keep all my children's name out your mouth. She was like, I think she said something like even nicknames, half names, whatever. So Wanda was like, no, I got the proof. And Mel starts to go in on her. This seemed like a lot of time did pass while her and Mel was going back and forth. She was like, nah, I got the proof. She got her iPhone around her neck with some cheap chain. And finally Mel goes, you ain't found it yet? You up here talking about what you got? And I'm just like, Wanda, you run your mouth too much. Anybody that age, and that's the thing, because I know it's been a large piece of me, even in my 30s, that I was taught from the time I was a child to respect my elders. And that has allowed people to say some really messed up things to me. I.e., this one time I was in church, and I had come back home for vacation from graduate school, and one of the older women turned around because I had been thin. And then when I was working on my PhD, I worked hard, but I was in a depression. I was eating a lot, whatever. I gained a lot of weight. Okay. Okay. Like over 100 pounds. Okay. That's just what it is. And I literally sat down and she turned around. She said, "Oh, how you doing?" I said, and I got ready to say fine. She was like, "Getting fat." Now, because I'm in church, because I'm taught to respect my elders, that shit still pisses me off because I didn't say I didn't say nothing then. And I was beside my mother. And this woman was a good 300 pounds. The nerve. The freaking nerve. Anyway, but my point is, like, this respect your elders thing is one thing, and it's why Wanda has gotten away with it. But when you see somebody's grandmother, somebody's mother acting like a hood rat and all this other stuff, nope. With the Mama Joyces, the Mama D's, and now Wanda, I'm done. I'm done. All right, so Tisha was like, well, Destiny, you know how Tisha start talking just all kinds of foolishness. But Tisha was like, Destiny should have had security. No, she should not have. Y'all should not have shown up at Madani acting like a damn fool. Huntsville is 6 inches long, okay? Somebody could have easily found Wanda at your local Subway, McDonald's, grocery store, whatever it is. Y'all didn't have to go show up at that girl's event. Once again, production quit playing with us. And Wanda, this is what it is. I ain't doing all that Miss Wanda bullshit. Miss Wanda's a hood rat. Wanda, you're a hood rat. Okay? And she lies. You went from, I wasn't talking about any of your kids. I wasn't talking about any of your kids. And then, oh, well, I said he need a blood test, and I mean it. Bitch, that's why Mel is pissed. That's why she pissed off with you. And the way she talks is no way for a person, a mother, certainly not a grandmother, to act. That was some foolishness. And the bottom line, as far as I'm concerned, to talk about somebody's kid is to talk about them. Especially, and don't compare that to when Mel is going back with Tisha, who they are around the same age, and they are each other's peers. Children, small children under 18, and then you're talking about their paternity. To talk about the paternity of a child is to talk about the mother, and it's to talk about the father. It's to talk about the child, and it's to bring a child into something that it has no part in, and that's messed up. And yeah, you can say, oh, well, Martell was on Dr. Heavenly, and she said this and that and the other. Martell may have. Martell did. That doesn't mean for you to engage in it. Mel wasn't there defending Martell. She was there defending her children. And she was not wrong to be pissed off. She was wrong to show Madani doing it. But she was not wrong to be pissed off. You're wrong. So, and then Tisha is dead ass wrong. This is what I'm talking about. This is how you can tell somebody has had very toxic relationships with their parents. That defending people for absolutely no reason. Here, Tisha is just like, oh, well, she should have said something to her mother. Y'all talking shit to Mel. All of y'all have talked shit about Mel. Mel is sitting up here pointing out all these different incidents where y'all are threatening her. I don't care whether Bernard couldn't make good on none of them threats. No way. That's not the point. She's like, my name is always in your mouth. And my thing, Tisha, if that's the issue and you don't think she should have said anything to your mother, I don't understand why everybody has all this hostility. And this is, once again, something we see all too often, the hostility against the black woman. My thing is, Martell is the one who got on TV and we watched it play over and over again. Yeah, y'all cheat too. Y'all done cheated with like 20 women. Martell's the one who said that, not Melody. Yeah, she did some snickering here and there, but you know what, Tisha? You done the same thing. So why isn't that energy on lives and everything else directed toward Martell? Because y'all feel comfortable beating up on Melody. And my thing is, Melody's the only one that really got something going on outside of the show. She has the most to lose. She has the most to go after, and they can gain from talking about her. Girl, keep your head up, keep your head up. So then Wanda comes out of nowhere running like the kind of shit you see on Love and Hip Hop, or you saw on Love and Hip Hop back when Love and Hip Hop was Love and Hip Hop. Wanda gonna try to sneak Mel and try to fight her. And Van instinctively looked like she was not playing. And then how you gonna call Mel? Nobody gonna disrespect me. Nobody gonna disrespect me, and then try to fight her. What kind of shit is that? That was embarrassing. So Mel's mama was still acting like somebody's mother. I mean, even when Mel was like, "What, Destiny? What?" Da 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 da. And you were wrong for going off on Destiny. You ain't had no business going off on her either. But when Mel's mom was like, "Mel, sit down," like get in that car, and honestly, because I'm sure Van, it wasn't so much that she wasn't pissed off with Wanda. She's trying to make sure she protects her daughter in a way where her daughter protects her assets. She's already been through a divorce. She's had to do this publicly. Everything else. And Wanda, if you and Van ever have to be compared, I honestly, if I was Van, I would be offended. Because I don't give a damn with somebody, oh, I just don't like that. No. Van is a class act. And you were dead ass wrong. And your behavior made you even more wrong. Then we get Marceau versus Martell. So Marceau had been, with Tisha, and I'm going to go to jail. Somebody hits you, and Martell has a bad temper, this and the other. Martell wasn't trying to come for Tisha. He was, if anything, he was trying to keep Mel from smacking the shit out of Wanda, or Wanda smacking the shit out of Mel. All that shit was ghetto as hell. It was a terrible scene, and it was certainly terrible to watch that out somebody's business and business opening. None of y'all should be calling yourself a friend. Y'all done sit here and lecture Destiny about her just having an attitude or appearing to have an attitude. She did, but whatever. It's her fucking business. It's my party and I'll cry if I motherfucking want to. Okay, but it's her business. And y'all are out there fighting. That shit was tacky as fuck. But Destiny, I hope this is a lesson in you to not invite Wanda no more. This got so bad that rewind to the beginning of the episode where Destiny ain't even checking for Stormy, don't want her to come in. Melanika eventually convinces her to let her come in. They're inside the business watching all the fuck shit outside. Shit, they was damn near friends by the end of the episode. Because that's how crazy everybody else was acting. I honestly, even as I watched the mayhem, it was just like, I don't know what the fuck Maurice was talking about. Yeah, this is the boundaries, and it was, I was like, whose boundaries? Everybody done crossed boundaries in this episode. What are you talking about, Maurice? Let me tell you something. I like a good, ratchet moment and show, but like this country ass fighting, this I clearly sit around and watch YouTube reviews and hear what people say and then repeat it back on the show. It's whack to me. It's so whack to me. Like, it's just... So that was Love and Marriage, Huntsville. But we finally got an episode that had something going on in it. Anyway, I'll see y'all later. Y'all have a good night.